Chances are, if you were at the O'Brien Tower, you are probably here because you came to visit the much more popular tourist attraction, the Cliffs of Moher. These stunning cliffs are Ireland's most popular tourist destination, rising over 700 feet over the Atlantic Ocean in some places, and they are truly a stunning work of nature. I've already done a video on the Cliffs of Moher, learning and sharing as much information about them that I can, but I thought the tower that sits at the highest point of the Cliffs of Moher deserves a video of its own. Travelers have been visiting the cliffs as early as the late 18th century, but it was only during the 1800s that the potential of tourism to generate the local economy was recognized thanks to a man by the name of Cornelius O'Brien. Cornelius O'Brien was born around 782 in Birchfield, Liscannor, County Clare, Ireland. He is a descendant of the first Irish High King Brian Boru, but he was an interesting figure in his own right. He served as a proctor, solicitor, and magistrate for Clare County, and then later in his life, he became a member of Parliament for Clare County, an office that he held for 20 years. O'Brien was also a landowner and is remembered for taking good care of his tenants. For instance, during the Great Famine, O'Brien is believed to have waived the rent imposed on his tenants so as to ease their burden a little. O'Brien's Tower is one of the few memorials we have left of this man. O'Brien's Tower was built on the highest point of the Cliffs of Moher in 1835. It is built of Liscannor flagstone and is 3 stories high. The top of the tower is crenellated, which gives the impression that this tower was built to be a stronghold or a fort of some kind, which is most likely not the case. On a clear enough day, one can see for miles in all directions, and this is arguably the most beautiful and advantageous lookout point in all of Ireland. Straight out front lie a group of islands and islets known as the Aran Islands. To the left is visible the whole of Liscannor Bay and the Liscannor village in the foreground. To the right, one can possibly see the beautiful views of Galway Bay. There are several different theories as to why O'Brien built this tower. According to one version of the story, he had the tower built to impress the women he was courting. Another version of the tale states that the tower had been built as an observatory for the visitors who were coming to the cliffs at the time. This version is more likely, as O'Brien was a visionary and he knew that a tourist attraction would benefit the local economy, as it would create new jobs and therefore help the local population out of poverty. The Cliffs of Moher are an absolutely stunning work of nature, and I could not recommend enough taking the time, especially if you have a day with good weather, to come to the cliffs and do a nice little hike and enjoy the scenery. But O'Brien's Tower is a can't miss also, and I would definitely say make time to go in that direction and check it out as well. As you can probably see, it's not a very far walk to get to the tower, but it's pretty much all stairs. So if you're not up to doing the stairs, there is a service that the Visitor Center offers. They have 2 golf carts that are operated by trained professionals, and if you see this pathway up to the side, they can actually give you a golf cart lift to the top of the hill where you can see the tower and see the views. However, the only way to get to the top of the tower is to take these 2 flights of stairs. They're sturdy and the handrail is sturdy also. So if you're able to do stairs, the climb to the top is definitely worth it for the view. But if you're not up to the stairs, you can pretty much see everything from the ground if you take the golf cart ride to the top and look out over the bay. If you don't make it into the tower, I'll show you that you're not really missing much. There were some newspaper clippings on the walls and these barrels. I didn't even look to see what they were. That's the O'Brien family coat of arms you see there above the doorway. Walking into this tight little tower with the stairs. So as you can see, if you have any personal connection to this tower or interest in this area and everything, you might really enjoy reading all of this stuff on the walls, but we were a little bit pressed for time. We spent way too much time walking around on the cliffs and admiring the birds, so we didn't take the time to read everything inside, but I just wanted to show you, if you can't make it to the top, you're not really missing out on much. The day that I was at the tower was a very clear and beautiful day, so there were a ton of people. That's why I didn't take a lot of footage from the top. The views, I mean, were absolutely incredible, but I didn't want to be in everybody's way with a camera, so I only got a few seconds worth of footage. I thought I would share it here for anybody who doesn't make it to the top of the tower. The day that Michael and I got to visit the Cliffs of Moher and O'Brien's Tower was a really, really special day for the two of us. The weather was just perfect. It was a little windy and chilly when we got started, but after we got some exercise and a nice long walk, I had to take my coat off because I was getting so warm. I think the high was in the upper 50s Fahrenheit. But we had an awesome time and the views were so amazing. I just cannot believe that I was privileged enough to see something this incredible, and I will never forget it. I'm going to share the rest of the footage that I took if anyone wants to see it with some music, but I think I have told you everything I can possibly think of that I have learned about O'Brien's Tower. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoy the rest of my footage.
Step we gaily on we go, heel for heel and toe for toe. Arm in arm and arm we go, off for Mary's wedding. Over hillways, up and down, myrtle green and bracken brown, past the shilling through the town, all for sake of Mary. Step we gaily on we go, heel for heel and toe for toe. Arm and on we go, off for Mary's wedding. Plenty herring, plenty meal, plenty pig to fill her creel, plenty bonny bands as well as the toast from Mary.